The Fullerton City Council releases audio of the initial telephone call that sent Fullerton police to Kelly Thomas. Here is a portion.
I have the creepy homeless guy that looks like Jesus. His name's Kelly, roaming the parking lot, looking in cars, pulling on handles again by the train station. I just know him as Kelly.
The transient?
He's like redhead.
So the call you're listening to actually lasted over a minute and a half. The caller's name is removed. After officers arrived, they had an altercation with Thomas, and as you probably know, he later died. Prosecutors fought to keep the call under wraps. The call is significant because there was talk of a false call or a false claim to get rid of Thomas from outside a bar. For more of that, we go to our Fox 11 legal analyst, Robin Sachs. What do we make from this?
Therein lies the problem. The word false claims, false calls. This whole case has been riddled with the perception that there is all sorts of corruption going on in Orange County.
And everybody's hiding.
And everyone's hiding, which is why I think the DA's office made a huge mistake to try to oppose the release of this audio tape. What you want to do in terms of giving confidence to a community and saying that we're all above board here is to let the good, the bad, the ugly come out. You can fight admissibility in court. You can argue its relevance. You can do all that stuff. But if you do it publicly and do it where everyone can hear and see, then it doesn't look like you're continually perpetuating this hiding environment.
So the impact of this call to innocent layman's ears sounds very real, not false at all. The way the woman describes Kelly Thomas, that's what we know of him, pulling on car doors. He's been around that area for a long time. What does that actually mean?
Well, I can speak
yeah,
here.
And
the call is very important
Yeah.
itself. It sets up why the police got there, and I can imagine the reason why the DAs didn't want it out there is because they start talking about Kelly Thomas carrying a hatchet, looking like a Jesus-like figure,
Yes.
and has these details in the calls that are not necessarily good to the prosecution's case. Because it suggests that he may have been acting strangely. It could have showed that he had some sort of history.
Which would therefore justify more of the action by the police.
Certainly, but the fact of the matter remains is that in a criminal prosecution, all of the information is going to be available to the defense. And so the best thing that a prosecutor could do is my favorite expression here. You got it ready for it? Is to prick the boil.
I thought it was lance the boil.
Lance, prick,
okay,
get the ook, get the gook
Yeah,
out. And so if you get this stuff out there and you deal with it and you explain why this tape may have happened or explain why it doesn't matter that this was this call.
Very quickly, you were a prosecutor, you've been around this, you've played, excuse me for putting it, you've played the games. What can you hold back? What can you hide? What must you give up in discovery? If you were prosecuting this case, would you have hidden this?
No, I was somewhat unusual, and I actually taught for LAPD, and I always said, turn everything over.
But you were unusual.
I was unusual.
Okay.
I was one of those people that did not want to ever be accused of not turning it over. I always said, turn it over. You don't want to be that prosecutor that hid information. Your reputation as a prosecutor with the defense bar is all about your credibility. So if you say, listen, I'm going to give you everything, and I don't necessarily like it, I'm going to try to fight to get it out, and I'm going to try to fight relevance or something being too remote. But if there's nothing worse.
Do we know if this is admissible?
Yeah, it's likely to be admissible.
Okay.
I mean, it certainly preceded the events and seems to be, it's not remote, and so long it's authenticated, it's something that's probably going to come out. But why shouldn't it come out to the public as well?
And then when it comes out, it looks like a damning thing.
That's right.
Because it didn't come out before.
That's right.
All right, Robin, thank you very much.
Thank you.